I was actually looking forward to seeing this film. I didn't know anything about it whatsoever. I didn't see any reviews. I didn't know what people thought about it. I didn't know anything about it whatsoever. You know, I saw bits and pieces of it on the TV screen somewhere, and I thought, well, you know, I liked what I saw, so I bought it full price, which was a big mistake, and I took it home, popped in a DVD player, and immediately regretted my decision. And the film has a lot of lazy moments. The dialogue, for example. I think at one point, oh, by the way, this is going to be spoiler-filled, so, you know, if you haven't seen this film and you don't want to be spoiled, then, well, you've been warned, okay. At the beginning of the film, we have the Heinrich brothers, and they've gone to Hong Kong. Oh, these are our villains, by the way. They've gone to Hong Kong to do a deal. What this deal is, or what the deal is about, I couldn't tell you, because the film doesn't tell you. Heinrich has, he's the main villain, the main brother. Heinrich has this briefcase with a glowing green rod. What this rod is, I don't know. The film doesn't tell you. It's just this ominous green rod. Is it a bomb? Is it some kind of chemical agent? We don't know. It's just there. The film doesn't mention it. It just forgets about it. You see it for about 3 seconds, and then it just disappears. This film, it sells itself on being an action romantic comedy, but the action part just tends to disappear for most of the film. I mean, this film is basically about 2 top CIA agents, played by obviously, you know, Chris Pine and Tom Hardy, chasing after Reese Witherspoon. And I mean, look, no offense to Reese Witherspoon. I mean, yeah, she's good looking, but she's not that good looking to make 2 CIA agents try to kill each other. As, you know, over this woman. It's, I don't know. I mean, the humor was just lazy and juvenile. I think at one point you see Reese Witherspoon. Her character works in this product company where they test products out, I think, and she has some frying pans hanging right in front of her, and I think to test them, I don't know, to test how good they are, she takes a flamethrower to them. It should be funny, but it's not. It's just handled so poorly. I think what they try to do is that they try to copy the TV series Chuck. You know, if you don't know what Chuck is, it's this action spy comedy TV series. I could see that there was some elements that were very similar to Chuck, but Chuck is just... Chuck's special in some little way. This film just falls flat on its face. It really does. I mean, okay, correct me if I'm wrong though, but in a film where you've got spies and guns and car chases and explosions, you expect a good climax, right? In this film, you don't really get one. It ends with this car chase, and it's just so poorly done, and kind of poorly edited as well. And the funny thing is I didn't even know that was the climax. It just sort of came on me. I thought they were going to do something bigger and better after that, but no. The film basically ends. Oh yeah, they do. It technically ends on the scene right afterwards where the 2 CIA agents, jump out of a plane because one of them found out that the other slept with the other one's wife. And so, yeah, Tom Hardy's character tackles Chris Pine because Chris Pine slept with Tom Hardy's wife before Tom Hardy even met his wife, if you're following me so far. And it's... Oh, that's another thing. Tom Hardy. I don't know if it was just me, though, but I could barely hear him in this film. Every time he talked, it was just almost like a quiet mumble. I don't know, maybe it was just me, but I barely heard him. And Reese Witherspoon, she doesn't really contribute much at all. I mean, she's just there to look pretty, essentially. I mean, look, I really haven't seen any of Reese Witherspoon's work. I mean, I don't know if she's been in any fantastic films or done some really good roles. Maybe she has, maybe she hasn't. But in this film, she's not very good at all. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that reminds me. Her character's best friend is perhaps one of the worst characters I have ever seen. All she does is spout one-liners and very crass, supposed to be funny but not funny comments. She says such stupid things. I mean, every time she came on, she was essentially background noise. She wasn't funny at all, and I looked forward to every moment where she was no longer on the screen. And from the whole plot about the Heinrich brothers, and this, basically the villain. Right at the beginning, Heinrich's brother gets killed by these CIA agents, and so he wants revenge. But you kind of forget about him. He appears right at the beginning of the film. He maybe has one or two 10-second, 15-second scenes in the middle of the film, but mostly he disappears. You forget he was even in the film at all. And it's just... I don't know. It was just a terrible film. It really was. I mean, I bought this film full price, and believe me, that is something I will never be doing again. Good day.